is Alyssa Shinta, and I'm here to present my Unit 3 project about mapping. So this is what I've done. As you can see, I've tried to mimic the style of the Aboriginal artists that we've seen throughout the lecture. And I tried to create a map of the sacred places, or the places that I visited most frequently during the 3 days that I mapped for this project. I have created symbols to represent the people, places, and things that are most important to me, like family, friends, and food. And I guess you could say those things are strands in my web of significance. So all the symbols that you see represent a strand. This is also obviously an abstract because there's no sense of scale or direction on my map. There's no street names and there's no actual routes. It isn't meant to really mirror reality, just to represent the things that are important to me, which, as a lecture said, every map is a product of its creator. So here you can see that I've used these little stripes here to represent the roads, which is just an indication of the way that I travel, which is by car, to all of my sacred spaces here. This big purple circle here represents my home, and this blue circle here represents my relationship with my husband, which is, obviously the most important thing in building my home. So this infinity sign just represents our marriage. And these little paw prints here represent what I consider my kids. We don't have any children yet, so my animals are actually my babies. So each paw print represents an animal, my 3 dogs and my 2 cats. This green spot here with a little smiley face and a turkey in it is actually representing my kitchen. I love to bake and I love to cook, so that's something that brings me a lot of joy in my life, which is why I put the little smiley face guy there. It just really relaxes me. I really, really love cooking, so I thought that would be something important to include in my map of home. So if you follow this big road here, this is the way that I choose to go to my relative's house, my in-laws' house. As you can see here, this represents their home, another purple circle, and this green circle here represents their kitchen, which is important to point out because when we're at their house, that's where everybody congregates around the large dinner table. This is everybody sitting here. There's their little turkey. And, there's lots of love in that house. There's a lot of important relationships that stem from this house. As you can see, each blue orb represents another relationship or I guess brothers and sister-in-laws, and these little dots here represent their children. So basically, I wanted to show how important these people are to my experience at the in-laws' house. And I really love to spend time there. I'm really family oriented, and it's really important to me to have strong ties with them. So that's definitely a sacred spot for me. This house over here, another purple circle, is a representation of my friend Henry's house, which is where all of my friends, these represent friends coming together. We come together every Sunday and we sit around and I make dinner for everyone and we watch a show. I'm sure you guys have all heard about it. It's called Dexter. That's really just our opportunity to cut loose and have adult time and get in touch with friends that maybe we've lost touch with over the week. And it's just a way for us to catch up with all of our adult friends since everybody has their own things going on. That's why I felt it was important to represent Henry's house, because that's where all of my friends gather and that's where seemingly we have the most fun during the week. So, it just represents great friendships and great stories and great food. This street here leads to a sanctuary of mine. I know it seems silly, but I am a total bingo-aholic. These 4 little dots here represent me and my 3 girlfriends that go to bingo with me all the time. I chose to include this in my map because, like I said, I just really enjoy bingo. It's a way for us to relax and, you know, have a little fun with the girls, and I just really love it. So these are my sacred spaces that I've shared with you guys, and I really hope that you enjoyed my art. I'll go ahead and put a picture up with a key so that you understand all of the little symbols and everything that I've included. But thank you so much for watching this. Have a good night.